Hi, I'm Joanna, and my dad, Darrell Castle, is running for President of the United States with the Constitution Party. Some people think this isn't real. It is real. A few weeks ago, I took my camera to the Constitution Party National Convention, and this week I'm reporting it back to you. This is Red, White, and Dad. When my dad told me he might be nominated for president, I packed my bags and flew to Salt Lake City. I am standing in front of the Hilton in downtown Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is known as the New Orleans of Utah. As you can see, there's many streetwalkers, spring breakers. Over here we have what I can only assume is a local jazz bar, probably a dive. And I am here for the Constitution Party National Convention, where they will be selecting their nominee for President of the United States. The nomination process took 2 days, and on the first day, every candidate got to speak. After that, it was time to break for dinner or to take a stroll across the UN flag. I took my break with Randy Stufflebeam, the convention's chair of the platform committee. What does the Constitution Party think about education?
Federally, education is a topic and an area that has absolutely no place in the federal government. However, we do believe that states can act upon those particular issues. There's not supposed to be an equal education, because then it eliminates some very important things that are going on within those particular regions. And so the people of those regions should be absolutely in charge of their education, of their people.
So the poor people should be in charge of poor people education, and the rich people should be in charge of rich people education.
Absolutely. And while that seems like, ooh, it kind of sends up chills on a lot of people, but they know best how to educate themselves.
If my neighbors were in charge of education, it would be a class on small dog training. Sixth period would be on veganism. And the extracurricular activities would be on eyebrow threading. Noticed a term that I've heard a couple of times. It's so-called gay marriage. I've heard a few people say so-called gay marriage. Could you comment on what you think they're referring to when they say so-called?
I remember hearing gay this and gay that. I'm like, I'm not gay. I'm just plain happy.
The puns are my job.
Yeah. Oh.
I have a pitch for the platform committee, a new name for gay marriage. Rainbow Gasmic Fire Island Symphony of Love, the musical. Can I give you some advice on appealing to some of the younger crowd?
Bring it on.
All right. I think 3 things could really help you. Specialty coffee, Star Wars, and Bernie Sanders. The next morning, the delegates from every state cast their votes, and after one round...
Happy to announce that we have a winner in the first round, Darrell Castle, with 184 votes.
After all the excitement, Dad and I took a few minutes away. You're the Constitution Party candidate for president. How does it feel?
Fabulous.
Do you want to elaborate?
Oh, it feels so good, it's hard to explain.
Are you being honest?
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm honored, and the awesome nature of it is not lost on me.
So what's your next step?
That's a good question. I was hoping you could help me with that. What should I do? First, I'll go home and sit down on my deck and have a glass of wine and ponder on it all and try to absorb it and consult with my campaign manager as to what direction we should go.
Absorb the wine?
And the thought, the awesome nature of my endeavor.
Then it was time for his acceptance speech, which took place inside Flag National Park.
I'm a politician now, I guess, so I can make promises. Promise number 1 is that every time some poor grandmother gives me $20, I'll treat it like the precious commodity that it is. Number 2, If God raised me up and made me president of the United States, what I told you I'll do, I would do, or die trying. So help me God.
And thus began the agonizing 7-month wait until I can finally pass out in the Roosevelt Room, drunk on tequila from a wild night with the Bush twins, or drunk on knowledge from a late-night study session with the Obama girls. So congratulations, Dad, on your nomination. And thank you to all the flags and people for making this experience so special. I'll see you on Air Force One. Who am I kidding? I'll see you from Air Force One, using my dad's drone technology. Thank you for watching Red, White, and Dad. Now Uncle Sam wants you to subscribe to my YouTube page, like it on Facebook, and share it with your friends. Sally, I want to be with you. But that tricolored hair, it's disgusting.